Predictable. I heard it all. 50-50 fight. Oh, Ryan's amateur career. Let's get into it. So Gervonta Davis, technical knockout of Ryan Garcia, 7th round. He wins. No surprise. First of all, respect to Ryan for taking the fight, because I think he doesn't get enough credit for taking the fight. The people who put him in the same stratosphere as Gervonta didn't give him enough credit for not being in the same stratosphere as Gervonta and taking the fight. So the first thing I want to do is give Ryan Garcia credit for taking the fight. He's been calling for it. I don't know if more of it was bravado and just talk and then he landed, but he seemed confident. He really did seem like he wanted the fight. So I don't think he was coaxed into taking the fight. I think he knew what he was getting into until he was in it. It's like you think you could swim in the deep waters, no pun intended, because that's what Gervonta said, that he would take him into the deep waters. And that's what happened. 7th round, Gervonta hits him with a liver shot, essentially. Ryan goes down, takes a knee. Understandable. It looked like he probably had to take that knee. That doesn't look like it was a choice. That was made for him. He couldn't decide that. He had to take the knee. But to not, when he didn't get up, that was an executive decision. He chose to live another day. He's going to fight another day. He didn't want any more of the punishment that he was receiving. Maybe I wouldn't have either, but I didn't sign up for it. First round, Ryan looked good. He was staying behind his jab, and he was doing pretty much what he could have done. And he won that round to me, for sure. But Gervonta always starts slow. He's kind of computing, figuring you out, and then he pounces. But Ryan comes out the second round like he was losing the fight, like it was the 9th round and he was down on the cards. He comes out swinging. He's chasing Gervonta, essentially. Gervonta is holding on, and like it almost looks bad at this point. Because you're like, what's going on? Why, what's going on? Maybe his power is real. But he never really hit him with any clean shots. So it didn't look like anything actually happened. Ryan's pressing, and he's pressing. And he throws that hook probably about 3 times. He made the same mistake that Leo Santa Cruz made. They said he wasn't Leo Santa Cruz. They said he wasn't Mario Barrios. And then he made the same mistake that Leo Santa Cruz made. He choreographed his punch. He threw that shot. If you look at the first shot that knocked Ryan down, he choreographed that shot. He threw it like 3 times. Gervonta was just waiting for him by the 3rd or 4th time. He chased him around, throwing it, he's throwing it. Gervonta eventually lands the counter. He hits the canvas. He pops up again. He did this the last time, and I understand. You want to show that you're not hurt, and maybe he wasn't hurt. But the last time he got rocked by Luke Campbell, he popped up. Take a second. Get your feet under you. Recognize where you're at. You just got hit by Gervonta Davis. You don't have to pop up. Okay, fine. He goes off to the corner. Clearly, he looks up at Gervonta like he recognizes, he realizes he's now in that water. He thought he was navigating well. First round went so well. What was happening? It was all good just a week ago. But Gervonta doesn't jump on him after that. He kind of coasts. And the fight at that point is really just a lot. Like if you're watching the fight, you know Ryan's taking punishment because he's getting tapped. He's getting hit every time, and Gervonta is a puncher. So these punches all hurt. He was going to the body. He was tapping him to the head. Ryan looked game. He looked like he was willing for a while until, I guess, those punches really started to accumulate, and now you start feeling it. And by that 7th round, when he got hit to the body, he made an executive decision to not get up. I would never call a fighter or any boxer or any MMA artist or martial artist who gets into a cage, ring, whatever your medium is. I would never call you a coward or a quitter. Even if you quit, it's not my place to call you that. It's for other fighters to call you that. He made an executive decision to not continue the fight. I do believe he could have gotten up, because he got up right after the 10 count. He literally got up. As soon as the referee said 10, he stood up. I don't know if he looked at Gervonta or where he looked, but he looked at somebody and shook his head like, I'm good. I've had enough. He's proven his point. This guy's proven his point. This guy's good. But I didn't expect anything else to happen. This is exactly what I expected essentially to happen. I didn't expect Ryan to jump on him in the second round, but I think he felt, wow, fight's going so well. First round, he didn't do anything. Wow, this is Gervonta Davis? No, it's one round of Gervonta Davis. Calm down. And then he couldn't adjust. Like he wasn't able to really figure him out. That's what it felt like. It felt like he was really just out of his element. He was in there with a guy who was just more skilled, the higher boxing IQ. He's a good fighter. Gervonta is, at least right now, the fighter of this generation. He's kind of the only one carrying the torch. Obviously, Canelo. I'd be disrespectful to not mention Canelo, but yeah, Gervonta is the guy at 135 for sure as of right now. Now there's obviously Haney, there's obviously Shakur, there's other guys. Lomachenko's still there, even though he's a little bit older. Nonetheless, it's a great division. But as of right now, the undefeated champion, the tank head,